All right, so here we go. A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt looking to impose her will here tonight. She did tell us in the fighter meeting, she's starting to fall in love with her hands a little bit, but you got to think she's going to pursue a full fight here tonight.
Yeah, John, the beauty in that is by developing the hands, you'll have to take it into account. Once you take it into account, she'll take it out. And once you're on the ground, man, it seems as though she is just in her world. It's like a fish to water. It's like Daniel Cormier to wrestling. When you're on the ground, she is safe, and she is comfortable. And when she's that comfortable, she can beat anyone.
She has handled the UFC nerves, the jitters pretty well as well. So stylistically, tough matchup on her hands. She believes she'll pass it here with flying colors. All right, here we go. As balanced a skill set as we have for a fighter in this division, and she was pretty tight-lipped in our fighter meeting in terms of what her strategic approach would be here tonight. She can do it all.
She's a well-rounded fighter, and I get excited, John, but I gotta limit myself when I start to make these comparisons because I want to yell Valentina.
Wow.
But I think Erin Blanchfield, a young fighter that when you see Erin Blanchfield, you go, wow, that's a future champion. That's what I get with this kid. I believe that her skill set, her ability to be so well-rounded gives her an opportunity to have a massive future. But you don't get a future unless you take care of what happens right now that's getting her hand raised tonight.
And not unlike a lot of our young athletes, she started mixing the martial arts. It was no Taekwondo base or a wrestling base. She's been doing it all since a very young age, and obviously the results in the UFC certainly speak to that. And here is tonight's tale of the tape. Now for the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Viviane Araujo! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, King Casey O'Neal!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, pretty visuals in every direction as we return to the stomping grounds at the Etihad Arena here in beautiful Abu Dhabi. Mixed martial arts, of course, continuing to make its presence felt here in the United Arab Emirates. And we have got a banging show for you here tonight. Let us now get to the action. Lands a big right hand early. Couple of chins here being tested early. Beautiful combination. All right, so there it is early on in the fight. Just as she told us she was going to be able to get the takedown at will. So far, so good. We'll see what she can do with it now on the ground.
She was so sure of it. Even though her opponent is so well-rounded, she knew that she held the advantage on the ground, and she was intent to get it there, and she got it there very early.
Araujo's back in half guard.
And now she's in mount. Beautiful transition.
Working from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Viviane Araujo. Nice ground strikes landed by her here from top position. She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, gets denied by the bottom.
She got stopped. She got stopped right in her tracks. Great job by the bottom fighter.
Now the hammer fist here by Araujo.
Nice pass.
She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally on her back and in control of this fight.
She's in control of this fight. Look for her to start trying to slide that arm under the neck to finish the fight with a choke.
All right, so the ladies make their way back to the feet. Nice job by her there, and the crowd is just lapping it up.
Yeah, they're loving her willingness to fight to get back to her feet. She never accepted being on the bottom, so even though it was difficult, she's hurt. She's hurt bad.
Big right hand. O'Neal gets caught by that straight hand. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, massive right hand. Araujo's shot is blocked. Just out of range with that right hand. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Leading with that right punch. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Push kick there to the body. She missed with that jab. Araujo gets it. He's had a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chasing him down to get another one off to finish the fight. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep.
Oh, another one.
Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you...
Huge shots going on right here.
Huge left hand.
Big right hand.
Takedown defense is there.
Real quick leg kick.
Under a minute to go. Oh, the front kick gets through for her there. How about it?
She's doing a great job of mixing up her technique. Not only throwing kicks to the legs and bodies, but also coming right up the middle with that teep kick. Great left hand.
Man, she is just breaking her down with volume tonight as she lands another combination.
I mean, over and over, she is just landing so many different attacks. It's amazing to watch someone never throw less than 3. She's throwing at least 3 every time she enters.
O'Neal's nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area.
Oh, she's hurt, yep. Oh, nice right hand.
Strong hook lands. Now a knee. What a round. All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round. We will keep an eye on this cut. You see the cut man racing in there. Cut, it looks like it's on the bridge of the nose. They'll try to shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for her here moving forward. Looks like he'll close it up now. All right, so there is the horn, so we will see another round. You thought maybe with that knockdown that could have been the end.
You thought it was over. People don't usually get up from those types of strikes. She took that big punch, continued to plod forward. But if she does not move her head, her night will be over very quickly.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 is underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other...
Oh!
Oh, she landed again. That is a high fight IQ to continue to attack that cut. That's bleeding everywhere now.
Everywhere. You know, we love smart fighters. This young lady is as smart as they come. She will not abandon this approach. She knows that it's working, and she can see the work paying dividends by looking at her opponent's face and seeing the concern every time she lands something.
All right, so a pretty interesting development here in terms of this fighter's evolution. Just as we saw in the last round, primarily a jiu-jitsu athlete, having a lot of success with her striking tonight.
Well, you can see it from the moment she came out the corner. She was...
Knocked out, her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike now. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her. Oh, look at that.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Staying busy in the clinch, lands a nice punch there. Takedown defense holds up.
Now the two separate from the clinch.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing that, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
Probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Oh! Oh! Well, she told us on Thursday it was all about action and activity in the clinch, and to that end lands a nice punch there.
She knows when she...
That one out as she blocks the kick. Araujo's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
Oh.
All right, stacked guard here, DC. She's got the feet on the hips if she wants to escape.
Yeah, she's free. I mean, she's free. Once you get your feet on the hips, you're free, and she has done that. She has beaten the position. All she has to do now is extend her opponent away from her, kick her off, post her hand on the mat, just basic jiu-jitsu stand-up to get right back to fighting on her feet.
Actual perfect body shot fire there. She's got her opponent on the ropes.
She's got her hurt very badly. A shot to the body is one of the most damaging strikes you can take in all the fighting. Oh, my goodness!
Several big takedowns, and there's another. Oh, she's got a triangle, DC. That looks tight. Might be a case of tap or nap right here.
It is going to be a case of tap or nap. You're going to sleep if you...
Oh, how good is that as she gets out?
She is so aware on the ground, and she escapes a deep submission attempt.
Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
Araujo's able to transition back to side control now.
All right, she's in the north-south position.
20 seconds to go, round two. Oh, and how about that? They make their way back to the feet. Crowd going crazy. What a moment for these two athletes.
The crowd is losing their minds. While they like the grappling, they love a good stand-up fight.
Saved by the bell. Huge shot stunned her just before the end of the round. And now you see her walking back to that stool, a little bit unsure of herself. We'll see if her corner can get her head back in this fight. Might have been on the wrong end of a 10-8 there at the end of that round. Huge knockdown just before the end of the frame. All right, so she's making her way back to the stool, kind of shaking her head, thought maybe that knockdown would have produced a finish. Not so much.
She's a little discouraged right now because she thought the fight was over. But if you know her, if you spent any time with her, you understand that she's a smart fighter.
Oh, she might be able to get her out of there now. Araujo gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there.
Good defense blocking that punch. Way to hide that leg kick.
Trying to kick the leg out. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Casey O'Neill. Well, she continues to land to the body, attacking those organs, right? Not a lot of protection there, and you're seeing some visible damage now on the other side.
Visible damage. She's done a tremendous job understanding and recognizing where the weakness was, and she has exploited that, and she's going to continue as she tries to get her hand raised.
Oh, really good strikes by her here in top position. O'Neill's in half guard now. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Nice transition.
Araujo's back in full mount. Ground and pound strike there now. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Oh, high-level stuff here with the ground and pound by Viviane Araujo. So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Oh, attempting to go for the leg now. Heel hook looks tight.
That heel hook looks very tight. She's got to do a great job of keeping the hips connected to the knee if she wants to get a finish.
Man, how did she escape that submission? And wow, she's going offensive now.
She went counter offense right away, John. She went to her defensive skills first, then right back to the offense. That was an amazing transition by this young lady.
Right into side control. O'Neill's got the full mount. Good, solid strike on the ground.
That was a slick transition.
Well, it is not the worst cut we've ever seen in the UFC, but a lot of blood donation happening right here, right now, as her opponent continues to target that area.
Yeah, I mean, you have a fighter in front of you who is so disciplined, who is so sharp. You have got to get on your bicycle, you got to get on the outside, limit the damage getting between rounds, and then try to reset, because right now, this cut is only getting worse.
Well, she'll ground you and she will pound you. These strikes are really starting to add up.
They're starting to add up because now she's more willing to take chances knowing that she can land.
She's got her back now. Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You've got to make sure you're on an elbow control, an underhook, and getting back to your feet.
20 seconds now remain in the round. O'Neill's punch to the body rejected there by the defense. Nice job by the opponent. Well, you thought the cut man did his job, but that cut on the nose is just nasty, and it is pouring blood now. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so with some urgency, the cut man making his way inside the octagon here at the end of the round. Quickly, they get her back to the stool. They got to work on that cut, and quickly.
let's get this fight to the...
Well, she's dealing with a pretty big cut now. We'll see if we can isolate exactly where it happened in that previous round.
Man, she took way too many shots in round one. She was not being responsible defensively, and ultimately she is paying for it because now she's having a real tough time dealing with that cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, nice hook there by Araujo. Well, she lands another strike to the body here, and the percentage is getting high now in terms of the body strikes landed. Didn't see a lot of that earlier on, making up for lost time here. Went for the inside leg kick. Pretty strong jab there by O'Neal.
Take your time, take your time.
She lands a nice leg kick here.
O'Neal's really bleeding something fierce now. That.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful shot by her there to end the fight. I'm not sure she could have drawn it up any better than it played out here tonight. She lands the seminal blow there midway through the round. I'm not even sure her opponent saw it coming. So, big knockout win for her here tonight. All right, the decision is inside the octagon. We send it to the veteran voice. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 50 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, King Casey O'Neal!
Well, you see the raw emotions and the happiness out of her in her corner. What a result here tonight as she gets it done by knockout.
I mean, she could not have imagined that it would go this well. I know she said it would happen, but when it does, I mean, it's joy. It's joy like nothing you've ever felt before. You don't expect it.